Come.
Okay. For the next tier list, I'm going to be doing Minecraft structures. I wanted to do Phantom skins for Valorant, but the new Phantom skin just got shown and released, so I don't want to do that until after I get a chance to play with it. So we're gonna do that next time. As soon as it comes out, I'll probably do it, and then the next tier list will be with that Phantom. So we're going to do this one first, and then hopefully, I'm assuming by next Friday it'll be out and I can actually do the tier list. But for now, Minecraft structures. It's a quick one. It's an easy one. I needed one done, so we're just gonna do this one. It's an easy one to do. All right, to start, the igloo. I can actually zoom in here real quick. Sorry, let me. It's a little bit bigger photos. The igloo. We're gonna give the igloo the B tier, and here's why. Here's why. When it has the basement, not only does it give lore, more importantly, it actually shows you game mechanics without having to tell you, right? Like curing zombie villagers, because when you go in the basement, there's weakness potions, and there's 2 villagers, one that's zombified, one that's not. So it's a really great way of using the environment to tell you how to play the game and certain mechanics. I like it. I think it's good. I would honestly prefer more snow structures. I think snow biomes don't really have anything other than this, and I would kind of like maybe 1 or 2 things with it, but I think it's cool. I think it's a good one. But it's not like ARS. I don't think I can make it higher than that. But it's a cool thing. I don't know if you can find, I don't think there's golden apples at the basement either. I think they should. If there isn't, they should have a item frame with a regular golden apple, just so it shows how to do it. I don't know. Something like that. Next up, we got the desert temple. It's classic. It has great stuff in it. You know, it's a great fucking structure. All right. You can't tell me the desert temple isn't a great structure, okay? It is a classic ass one. If you don't like it, you can leave. I don't care. Okay. Ocean Monument. This one's gonna be kind of hard. I want to put it in S because I like the idea of turning it into a base after you kill all the guardians and stuff and drain out the inside. But it's so fucking annoying, and all you get is sponges. I mean, I guess you also get the new blocks, which is kind of cool. Not new blocks, but the blocks from it, which is kind of cool. But you only really do this for sponges, and there's no other reward. And then I guess the 8 gold blocks inside or 9 gold blocks inside the thing. But that's it. So we're gonna put it in A tier because I think it's great. I think the mobs are obviously annoying to fight, but I think it's great. Sponges are good to have, and I think it's really fun to convert into your own base. I just don't think it's I don't think it's really worth the trouble after you do it once though. Basically, at most, I would raid this twice. Once for the sponges and draining it out to make a base, and another one for the farm, the guardian farm. So I'd do it twice. I'd do a second one and do it for the guardian farm. After that, I wouldn't really do it unless I needed more sponges for some reason. But you usually get you know, if you raid 2 of these, you get almost half a stack, if not a stack of sponges. So you should be fine. I don't know. Anyways, next up, we have the Amethyst Geode. The Amethyst Geode is gonna go in D tier. I'm sorry. It's cool. I mean, obviously the Amethyst blocks are nice. But that's it. It's just the Amethyst blocks. There's not really anything else. So I don't know if I would like to make that anything higher than that. I don't want to put it in F because I do like the Amethyst blocks, and you can turn it into the Amethyst farm so you can start making, you know, tinted glass. But that's such a niche thing that I don't think I could put higher than D. I think it's cool, but it's not if I see an Amethyst Geode mid game, early game, I'm not gonna mine it out. I only get the Amethyst Geodes late game because I have a you know efficiency 5 pickaxe, and I can mine through all the blocks really quick to collect all the amethysts. But that's the only time. So cool, but not really. It's cool for 10 seconds. Next up, F. Fucking the fossil. I'm sorry, it's dumb. You get bone blocks from the nether. So, I guess, I don't know. Well, I don't know if this counts, if it's including the nether fossils. But regardless, it's bone blocks. It's literally just bone blocks. I know there's a small chance for diamonds to spawn near it too. I get it. You know, carbon, it turns diamond, yada, yada, yada. I know. But it's not, it's boring. It's fucking boring. It's also really boring because there's nothing to it, you know? It's just boring. It's just boring. I also you never find these because of the new world gen, so it's also really rare. So it's like, it's rare. It's like, oh cool, I got, you know, half a stack of bone blocks, yay. It's just not me. It's not for me. I don't like them. The regular dungeon, the OG, the first ever, well, technically not the first, if you want to talk about the brick pyramid, but one of the first ever structures in the game that's still in the game, if not the first structure that's actually still functioning in the game. The dungeon. We'll put it in B. I think they can make these a lot cooler, but I think that's what the trials chambers are. Sorry, not temples. I think they're good, obviously, because you get the spawner, which means you can make, you know, zombie farm, skeleton farm, spider farm, drowned farm if you have a zombie spawner. So it's a good, I guess technically also the whatever it's called, the snow skeleton too, if you really wanted to. But outside of that, I mean, honestly, a lot of people will just straight up torch it, collect it, leave it, never come back. So they're okay, they're good. You know, they're classics. I don't want to hate on them, but they're not obviously the greatest. It's still good, but not the greatest. All right, next up, we're gonna put this. This is the underwater structures, in like regular ocean biomes, not the warm ones. It's the ones that like drowned are always in. There's like a sand one, and then there's like a cold ocean one that's like stone. I'm not going to, I don't think the sand one is on here separately. So we're just going to assume that this is the same. I also didn't make this tier list, by the way. So that's why, I don't know why there's repeating images. But this is going to go in, I want to put it in F. I think, I'm going to put it in D because I think it's better than the fossil, right? Because these, if we're including the sand one and the warm ocean, right, just the underwater ruins, you can get sniffer eggs with archaeology. You can get buried treasure maps from it. You can get a lot of stuff from it. So like, I don't want to put it in F because there actually is decent stuff. But I mean, outside of the, you know, those sniffer eggs and then the treasure maps, you don't really need them. So we're just gonna put them in D. They're kind of like the amethysts. After you get what you want for the first time, you don't really need any more. So kind of pointless to visit them, but they're good for the first time. Next up, these are the above ground ruins, the ones that you find in like I think you find these a lot in like the like redwood biomes, like the 4-block spruce trees, like those with like the podzol and the mossy cobble. I think you find these here a lot. I don't like this one either. I really want to put this in F because actually I am, because these have the sniffer eggs and hidden treasure maps in them. So there's a reason to do archaeology and go to the chests. This has the like shittiest fucking pool outside of the disc. Like, what is in here besides the discs? You can get like blue dye. I don't know why you'd want to do that instead of just go mining for lapis, but like that's it. And like glass panes, I think. Like, it's not good. It's not good. I think they could make these a lot better. I think they fucked up archaeology quite a bit. Not fucked up. It was very lackluster. I think what they could do is, with both of these, in the above ground, the underwater ones, they should put maps to ocean monuments. And then in the on-ground ones, they should put maps to ancient cities. And maybe even trial chambers if you really wanted to. And you have to excavate for those maps. I think that would make archaeology a little bit more valuable because then if you find one of these, like, oh, I can go look for an ancient city map or a trials chamber map. So it actually would be viable and like worth the time and effort to do this. So I do think that they should do, they should put like maps as like part of the map pool for archaeology, but specifically for these places, not like for like the desert temple, right? I know there's suspicious stand in like the desert temples. Don't put them in there. But like for these two, yes, because then it actually makes it worthwhile to stop by these to try and find those maps. But yeah, overall, kind of just lackluster, especially this one. This one has like nothing. This one at least has like sniffer eggs and the warm ocean and stuff like that. Next up, ancient cities. S tier. I love these things. They have good loot, obviously. They're fun. And if you completely spawn proof, or not spawn proof it, if you completely stop it from, or spawn proof all the warden spawns, it's great. Because if you spawn proof all the warden spawns, normal mobs don't spawn down here. Which means that it can literally just become a perfect base with no mob spawns. And you can decorate it however you'd like. So it's cool. I really like it. And that's just on like the decoration part alone. It obviously gives a lot of world building where like it teaches you how to do redstone like in the igloo when you go underneath the portal. Has a lot of cool stuff. You get like the location compass, shit like that. So it's cool. I like it. I like it a lot. I like Ancient Cities. I think they're a great addition. I think I would like for them to do maybe like one more small thing with it maybe, but I don't know. I like it so far. I think it's good. I think they're fun. I enjoy them. All right, Desert Well, S tier. It's a desert well. What the fuck do you want from me? No. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why these are still in the game. Like, do something with them. Do anything with them, please. I don't care. Put like a hidden chest at the bottom. And don't tell us. That would be funny. That would actually be fucking hilarious if they did that. Put a hidden chest at the bottom and just don't tell people. Don't say in the patch notes and just let people find them. That would be cool. Just something, anything. I don't give a fuck. Just like they're useless. They're useless. Like I don't need to drink water in this game, so why would I want a well like in the desert? I don't care. But yeah, Nether Fortress. We'll put it at B. And here's why I'm putting the fortress at B. Here's why. Here's why. There are realistically, you only need to go to these things twice. And then after those 2 times, you never need to go back because the resources you get are not worth it. Blaze rods, and making a wither skeleton farm. That's it. The chests in these things, I mean, sure, they can have diamonds, but I mean, if you already have an elytra to fly around to find multiple of these, like, do you really need diamonds at that point? Like, do you not have a Fortune 3 pickaxe? And so the only thing that you can really get from these that are of any value that you can't get regularly is, like, saddles and horse armor. And I mean, like, I have so much of both of those that it's kind of pointless to find these. So yeah, I don't like them. I shouldn't say I don't like them. I don't hate them. I don't think they're very useful anymore. Like, once you find it for the blaze rods for the end, and then once you make your wither skeleton farm and even like a blaze spawner farm if you want to, you don't need them anymore. They're kind of just existing for no reason. So I don't think they're great. I don't think they're necessary, and I don't like them. I don't like them. I think they need to be improved a bit. Or maybe they don't. You don't even need to argue they need to be changed. They're just not something you need to go to anymore after you beat the Ender Dragon. You don't really need to go back to these. Just make your wither skeleton farm and only go there for the actual farm. Next up, the ship. I'm gonna put it in S tier. I mean, I'm only putting it S tier because it obviously has good loot. It has the elytra, so yeah. Has the dragon head, has a brewing stand, and it's just, they're cool looking. I like them. I think they're fine. I like them a lot. They're neat. They're just neat, you know? We're gonna do the city next. The city we're also gonna put in S tier because shulker boxes are just fucking insanely good. And the loot in there is just insanely good as well. But the shulker boxes are a need. So you get shulkers from these, you get elytras from these. I feel like if I don't put these in S tier, it's just gonna be weird. Like, you want these. You want to find these. And it's always worth to go flying around looking for more to get more elytras and get more loot. Because the loot's way better than, like, nether fortresses. So, and, like, anything else here. So, it's always worth to fly around looking for these. So that's why I like these a lot. And they kind of have to be in S tier just because of how broken the loot is. And I think they look kind of cool. You know, they're unique. They're unique for structures. Next up, the Stronghold. It's fine. You can kind of tell, like, just based off this list. I shouldn't say that. You can kind of tell what structures are, like, old to the game and have been in the game for, like, almost a decade, if not a decade or longer. And then, like, what is newer, right? Because, like, these are just, they're so plain. The Stronghold is so plain. Like, there's nothing in it. I'm surprised they haven't, like, changed Stronghold generation a little bit. I'm not saying, like, a lot. Like, I'm not saying they should a ton. But, like, I'm surprised they haven't added, like, traps to it or things like that. Because it's very plain and old. you know? So, it's fine. I mean, the loot's not that great, other than for the trim. After the armor trim, you kind of don't need it anymore, other than to go to the end, obviously. So, it's good. It's good to have. Actually, we'll put it in A. We'll put it in A. I'll be nice. Because, like, it's kind of like this. I also kind of like converting these into, like a base. You know, like, reforming it. Maybe putting some villagers in here. In, like, the stronghold. And having, like, an actual, like, city now underground. I kind of like that. So, we'll put it in A. But, loot-wise, I mean, it's not really any better than, like, a dungeon or, like, a nether fortress. It can have, like, okay stuff. Honestly, I don't even think it can have diamonds. I think it always has, like, iron stuff and, like, bread and apples and stuff. So, it's not even that good. Loot. It's probably worse loot than these, to be honest, but it's fine. They're obviously important, so I can't put them too low. Ruined portals. I like ruined portals. I'll put it in B. I like it. I like them. Yeah, I'll put it in B. I think they're cool. I think they're fun little storytelling. Teaches people how to actually build, kind of like the igloo. Has some gold there for you if you need it. You know, some environmental storytelling. They're cool. They're cool little portals. I kind of wish, and this is something I wish they would do, they should make it to where ruined portals, if you build the portal, when you come out the other side, it'll spawn you at a ruined portal in the nether. Just saying. I think that would be cooler. I think that'd be like way more storytelling if they actually linked to other ruined portals. So I think they should do that. I think they should link to other ruined portals. But other than that, I think they're really cool. I think they're really fun. Next up, I think this is like the village. I don't know why. This looks like there's 2 villages. So we're just gonna do this. And we're just gonna use this one for the village. I don't know why. Okay. All right, villages. Honestly, S tier. Villagers are awesome, man. Obviously, you get access to villagers. Or these, oh, this is an abandoned village. Fuck me. That's why it's different. All right. Villages. S tier. Villages are great. You know, access to obviously one of the best things in the game with trading. You get access to, like, you know, some great starter loot as well. End game stuff, you can convert your village into like a massive like city. You know, with like villager breeders, you can basically mass populate the city and then also make like stores that have the villagers that have the trades you want. It's cool. It's fun. I really like it. I love villagers. I think villages are like really, really fun to do. I've always wanted to convert villages and I'm currently working on one now. So great structure, obviously. I think it's kind of hard to top the village. So I think I have to put an S tier. Ruined villages or abandoned villages, probably more specific. Yeah, I'll put in A. I like them. They're cool. A little bit of storytelling, you know, gives more life to the world. They're rare. I think they have a higher chance for zombie villager spawns, as they should. So I like that. You know, it's kind of like more storytelling, like, oh, they were ravaged by zombies finally after they couldn't build any more iron golems or some shit. It's cool. I like it. I think it's fun. I kind of wish there was like a little bit of fire, maybe. Like maybe like one of the houses is on fire or 2 of the houses are on fire. Or like, I don't know, maybe have like pillagers always spawn here to show that they're like trying to loot the last of the resources. I don't know. Maybe add a little bit more to it to make it more realistic. But other than that, I think they're great. I think they're cool. There's a little bit of like world building in a game that has very little already. Pillager outpost, we'll put it in C. I don't like these. They're kind of meh. They have the allay. I don't ever use the allay. So, I mean, if they're useful, let me know. I'm sure there are specific farms, like with sniffers, for instance, you can use, but I don't. They're not the greatest. And then, I mean, they're cute, but they're not the greatest. And then, like, you can get goat horns from this, which is cool, but that's about it. I guess you can get bottles of enchanting, but, like, who doesn't have an XP farm? So, I'm just, they're fine, but they're not needed. I don't think they're the greatest in the game. So, we're just gonna put them in C. They're fine, but definitely not impressive. All right, the bastions. Now, this is where they popped off. They really popped off with these. I like these a lot. They made a variety, different varieties of them. You know, they have a ton of different loot. Some don't even have chests, but they're like the bridge where they have like the statue with the gold. I like that. I like that a lot. I think they're cool. Like, I honestly think they should make varieties for the nether fortresses as well. I think that'd be kind of a cool change where like this one exists, but then make other varieties of them so they're not the fucking same everywhere. But I like this. I like the bastions a lot. Jungle Temple. What the fuck are these? What are they? I'm sorry. What are they? Like, why do these exist? Can you tell me? I remember when these came out, and everyone was like, oh, fuck yeah. You know, they're so cool. What the fuck? Yeah, they have like a little bit of world telling, like storytelling, like world building. Fuck, I can't ever say that. With like the redstone and like the traps and stuff. But like, there's nothing good in the chests. There's nothing good in these other than the armor trim. They have like 1 armor trim, I think. So, what's the point? And they're not even big enough to where you can like use them for something, for fun, you know? They're like shit. At least with like the desert temple, if you really wanted to, you could like turn the hole in the center and make like a massive underground base underneath, and that would be kind of cool. But like this, there's nothing. There's literally nothing you can do with these. They just exist to be hated upon, I guess. I don't know. Like they need to rework these, I think. Like you can keep these, but like maybe make them a little bigger. I don't know. Next up, the Woodland Mansion. Do they deserve to be an S? Yeah, I think they're fine to be an S. I think these are cool too. Obviously like their looks aren't the greatest. It's just a massive fucking like square. It's like a house like that I would have built when I was like in creative when I was like 12. But they're cool. I mean, obviously you get like to get a ton of emeralds from them by fighting all the pillagers. You can also get like totems. It's the only place in the game that a diamond block can naturally spawn, which is really cool. I also think, no, that's it really. But like it's cool. It's cool. They're big. But outside of that, they're not, they're cool. They're cool. I like them. They have a lot of good loot, but like, it's S tier because of how much good loot there is, but when it comes to looks and like, I'm gonna be honest, I would probably start skipping these at some point. So, we're putting it in A. Never mind, fuck you. I'm putting it in A. I can't justify putting it in S. Yeah, it has totems of undying. And maybe it's because I play on pussy mode, but like, even if I played on like harder difficulties, unless I was playing on hardcore, I really feel like this is not great. Like, unless it's on hardcore mode and totem undyings are in the picture, which just makes hardcore no longer hardcore, I just don't care. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't need totems very often unless you're playing one mode. So, they're cool. I like them. I just think they're too big, and they look kind of meh. They don't look the greatest. Next up, we got the underwater shipwreck. I guess technically not always underwater, but the shipwreck. Yeah. I'll put them in B. More story building. No, more world building. Fuck. Obviously you can get some diamonds, iron, emeralds, gold, lapis. You can also get treasure maps and suspicious stews. So overall, get bamboo. So if you're not even near a jungle, you can start a bamboo farm from this. So overall, they're pretty cool. I like them. I like them a lot. I like them a lot. Next up, abandoned mine shaft in the underground. I love these things. A tier. They're cool. I don't know why I did that. They're cool. We love our abandoned mine shafts. Awesome stuff. Confined god apples, confined enchantment books. This is where you get beetroot seeds and melon seeds if you're not near a jungle, as well as pumpkin seeds if you haven't found any. So you can find a variety of seeds here. Just a great place. Get wood if you're underground and need to build a crafting table. A lot of rails, so if you want to save iron, just come here and break everything. It's awesome. It's fantastic. It saves you a lot of good stuff. So yeah, I love these. And they usually connect to bigger caves. Not always, not always. But you have a good chance of finding a bigger cave, which will let you explore further. So overall, great underground structure. We love our mine shafts. Witch's Hut. Now, normally, I would put this in like C or D tier. However, this is the only place you can find a black cat, which immediately puts that nest here because you can get black cats from them. And that's pretty cool. It's pretty epic. You know, you can get black cats. And that's the only place they spawn naturally. But I heard in Bedrock that they can have like potion effects in their cauldrons as well or something. I don't know. It'd be kind of cool if they did though. Regardless of that, I don't know. I don't play Bedrock. I play Java. I like the black cats. That's kind of cool. And I think you make witch farms on them, which are fine. But I'm mainly here for the cat. I'm here for the pussy, okay? And nothing else. Gaming Leprechaun 2024. I'm here for the pussy. Okay, like that's it. That's it. So yeah, I would definitely say that. Anyways, S tier. All right, and for the last, I know there's more, but for the last one, because these are just dupes, is the Trial Chamber. I fuck with these heavy. I don't know if everyone does. I don't know. Has cool traps in them that can kill you. You fight hordes of mobs. You can get the new mace. It has a ton of cool, like, tough blocks and copper blocks for you to harvest. So if you want to, you know, if you're looking for cool blocks to collect, to build with, so you don't have to wait for oxidation, which is nice. I love these things. I don't know. I haven't raided too many, so maybe like the hype wears off after a while. But I love Trial Chambers. I think Trial Chambers are so much fucking fun. I don't know. I love them. I think they're cool, and I think they have cool loot, and I think they allow for free access to a metric fuck ton of blocks. So you don't have to constantly mine like copper and stuff like that. I like them. I think they're cool. I think they're just neat. And you get wind charges, which are also really cool. Like, you just get access to a ton of good shit. So, I don't know why people wouldn't like these. I love Trial Chambers. So, S tier. S tier on the Trial Chambers. And that'll do it for the Minecraft structure tier list. This guy made it. I also just looked up Minecraft structures, and it was like one of the first ones that came up. So, shouldn't be hard to find. These are dupes. I think he just accidentally put them in, or she accidentally put them in. It's fine. Love these. Love them, love them, love them, love them, love them. This is my Minecraft structure tier list.